today we're going over an editing technique that I probably use in every single video these days, and it's something that I think makes certain shots cleaner, more interesting, and stand out. The effect is called tracking. All the shots you saw in the beginning had some sort of tracking effect in it, which is what I want to show you guys how to do today and start incorporating into your videos. We'll start with how I usually like to shoot the shots, and then we'll go into the editing side of things later to complete the effect. All right, so when I shoot this, I want to keep the point you want to focus on right in the middle. So I'm going to focus on just his nose here. So it's right in the middle of the frame. Just walk in steady, like that. I'm going to track in onto his nose, and then I'm going to kind of orbit around him so I could transition into the next scene. Keep it straight. And then when I get close, Nelson, follow me. Nice. Cut. Let's do it one more time. Like to try to get a couple takes and pick the one that's the smoothest. Okay. Readjust my gimbal. What the hell? Okay. Action. And follow me. So for this one, it's another bullet time one, so I'm gonna kind of loop around him. And then Nelson's gonna keep his head following me, and I'm gonna track his nose again. So here we go. All right, so for this one, I'm trying to get like a tighter shot. So I got my lens on 50. Same thing, I'm gonna loop around him. So ready, go. All right, gorgeous. Now let's do it. Let's go back the other way. Keep his nose centered. And cut. This time I'm gonna go in and then come out a different direction. So let me start further back out actually. Sometimes if you come out even further out and you track, the effect looks pretty cool. Okay, it's like a hyper zoom. All right, cut. Now I'm going this way. And I'm going to orbit around, just add some more flare. Hopefully I don't trip. All right, that's good enough. I messed up there. And then this one, similar to the last shot with the orbit at that, I'm gonna kind of loop around. Focus on his face. Ready, action. Am I gonna die? I typically like to shoot these at 60 FPS, so I kind of have more frames to work with. But go from here. Pull back. Start to orbit around. And cut. Go like this. Woo. Nice. Okay. You stable? Okay. I'm gonna do one more orbit, so just follow me with your head, if you can. Ready, go. Oh my God. There's a plant in my face. I'm gonna actually start close. And action. Okay, that did not go as planned. So in the edit, I'm starting off with this shot where I'm going right to left, kind of orbiting around. It's kind of a bullet time shot. As you can see, it's not the smoothest shot, but nonetheless, with tracking, it's gonna make it smooth. In the Fusion tab, I'm selecting Tracker, finding the point on his face that I want to track, which is his nose. In adaptive mode, I'm gonna select Best Match, and then I'm gonna track the scene. So this is gonna track the whole scene for his nose and keeping that centered. And then I'm gonna go to Operation, Match Move, and BG Only for Merge. And basically that's gonna make everything stay in one place and track it. And as you can see, you can kind of see some of the stuff on the side where the borders are coming down, and to fix that, you go to Edges and Mirror, and now it'll replace that blank space with other data. I'll add the transform node here so that I can account for the space that's being cropped in. You know, readjust it so that the nose is in the middle of the frame. And then now it should play back with his nose in the middle of the frame and everything coming out smoothly tracked. So for this effect, it's going to be a bullet time kind of effect, so I'm speed ramping into the next scene with similar movements. So I speed up the clip, and then I'm finding the points where I want to have as the middle section as the main points, adding some keyframing points. And then I'll speed up the rest, the two ends for the speed ramp. Usually like 3 to 4 frames is kind of like the sweet spot on each end, I think. Then I'll hit the retime curve and smoothen out the keyframing points so that the effect actually comes out smooth. And so it will speed ramp very smoothly here. And you can kind of see what this is going to look like, but I'm adjusting the speed so that it's gonna fit more so in the timeline and the look that I'm going for. So for the bullet time effect specifically, if that's what you're trying to do, then you would have similar kinds of sequences with the right to left or left to right shot. You can reverse it always too, and then you would speed ramp each side so that it'll go into each other smoothly. But you can see everything is like tracked nicely, and you know, his face is in the middle for every frame. So now that we got the first shot, which is kind of a bullet time effect, let's try the same effect for a different movement. This time it's kind of just moving straight backwards and moving off to the side a little bit. Again, not the smoothest shot, but with tracking, we'll be able to make this smooth. Same thing here, add the tracker node. Track this time his chin since his face is moving around a little bit. Adaptive mode, best match, and track. And then operation, BG only, and then change the edges to mirror. Add a transform node, get the middle of the frame for the collar that we're tracking. And punch in a little bit so that the black edges don't show up. And now you can see it's tracked nicely, his face is in the same spot. I'm also going to speed this one up too, so you can kind of see what it will look like. In this shot, I'm not speed ramping, I'm just speeding it up. I'll have a couple of these kind of pulling back movements sped up in the timeline. For this kind of shot where I'm going straight back, something I like to do is to increase the size at the beginning. So it starts very large. Same thing, track the collar to the center of the frame. And then at the end of the clip, I'll reduce the size, so this kind of gives it a more dynamic zoom out effect. Very fast movement, but when you combine it with other clips, I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's how to complete the tracking effect, and hopefully you guys learned a thing or two that you can start incorporating into your own videos. And you know, if you have any filmmaking tips, tricks, techniques that you guys want to learn, editing, stuff like that, just let me know, leave it in the comments. Got you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and also follow my boy Nelson. He's behind the camera, great guy, great filmmaker. Helped me out with this, so thank you, Nelson, and see you guys in the next one.
What's up? Oh. You said I look good today?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. So you look stupid.
Nah, that nigga is a hater, bro.